if you sat around a table and you said, right, what we need to do is we need to find some way of getting young people to see the world the way we want them to see it, so that by the time they become adults, they are completely following the reality we want them to believe in. Someone might say, well, they might not have it like, but you know the ideal thing? What we do is we have a system where we take children away from their parents at least 5 days a week, all day, from about the age of 4 and 5, and we have control of their minds until they're about 17, 18. That would be ideal. Well, of course, that's what happens. It's called the education system.
Yes.
And it's indoctrination. The whole system, because we have two hemispheres of the brain, the left brain, which is about words and this world reality and, you know, the perception of this reality. We have the right brain, which is where you get creativity, inspiration and connection, and then you've got this corpus callosum which connects the two. First of all, we use a fraction of our brains. Why is that? And the other thing is that what the system does is it turns out left brain prisoners. They run the system. And it does it by putting information through schools and colleges and universities into the left brain, which it then says at time of an exam, give me all that back, and if you tell me what I've told you well enough to believe, then you'll pass the exam and you'll be very successful. Anyone that takes that information into the right brain and puts their spin on it, or questions it, or sees through it, and puts that in the exam, they are perceived as a disruptive influence in the classroom.
Yes, they are.
And so what happens is, for you to become a doctor, overwhelmingly a politician, a journalist, someone often in industry, all these areas that control the system.
The professions.
The professions. Yeah. Lawyers.
Yes.
I mean, on and on we go. You have to have gone through your young life constantly taking information into your left brain and regurgitating it out on exam papers. To become a teacher, you have to go through that process. Then you go through teacher training college, where you're taught how to do it to others, and then you're let loose on the children. Yes. The whole system is run by left brain prisoners. And if you look at the school system, things like music and art that stimulate this side of the brain, the uniqueness, they are constantly cut back in favour of left brain curriculums. And this is systematic. I have to get this over to people. This is not systematic at the level of, you know, people who administer it into reality. It is coldly calculated in the shadowy areas where these concepts first come from.
Yeah.
And they know what they're doing.
Yeah, these examinations, what's happening is that, you know, to fit in, to be part of the so-called in crowd, you have to reconfirm the beliefs of the hierarchy.
Octobre 1996, le président français est en visite officielle en Israël. À Jérusalem, Jacques Chirac a souhaité aller dans la vieille ville pour rendre hommage aux trois grandes religions monothéistes. Mais la visite tourne à la foire d'empoigne. Les forces de sécurité israéliennes interviennent et repoussent sans ménagement les commerçants arabes qui veulent saluer le président français. Le ton monte et Chirac, bousculé en tous sens, explose.
Il y a encore comme problème. Je commence à en avoir assez. What do you want? Me to go back to my plane and go back to France? Is that what you want? Then let them go. And let them do. No, that's no danger, no problem. No, this is not a method. This is a provocation. That is provocation. Please, you stop now. Bonjour.
Le lendemain, dans les territoires palestiniens, à Ramallah et Gaza, Jacques Chirac est accueilli comme un héros. Pour les foules démunies, il apparaît clairement que le président français prend fait et cause pour les Palestiniens.
À la fraternité sont secrets.
Ce n'est qu'une pratique, aussi secrète soit-elle. Ça n'est pas très différent d'un baptême à l'église.
Mais cette pratique se déroule exclusivement sous l'œil des francs-maçons. Et elle les lie au premier temple de Salomon.
Installé depuis des années en Israël, ce couple d'Américains travaille à la fabrication manuelle de l'instrument des rois. Ils viennent de recevoir une commande de l'Institut du Temple de Jérusalem pour la fabrication d'une pièce identique à celle qu'utilisait le roi David. Cette commande appartient à un projet d'envergure mis sur pied par l'Institut qui collecte tous les éléments qui appartenaient au temple en vue de sa reconstruction. 2000 ans après la destruction du temple sacré, nous sommes de nouveau ici pour accomplir l'ordre.
J'appelle tous les États à se réunir pour fonder le nouvel ordre mondial du XXIe siècle.
Nous verrons le troisième temple construit de feu descendre du ciel. Et le monde entier sera en direct, à la BBC, à la CNN, à la télévision israélienne. Le Seigneur Dieu revient dans son temple.
Le système dans lequel je crois, le terrorisme, la criminalité, de pillage des approvisionnements énergétiques, de division.
Burası tarihi Kızıl Meydan. Aşırı sıcakların tetiklediği yangınlar nedeniyle Moskova'yı dumanlar sardı. Moskovalılar bu sabahta 34 derece sıcaklık ve duman bulutlarıyla uyandı. Adeta hayalet şehre dönen Moskova'da halk ancak maskelerle nefes alabiliyor. Burası da film ve romanlara konu olan tarihi Moskova metrosu. Kenti saran dumanlar metro istasyonuna kadar indi. Güçlükle nefes alabilen yolcular metroda dahi maskelerini çıkarmadı. Görüş mesafesinin 100 metrenin altına düştüğü Moskova ve civarındaki havaalanlarında bazı uçuşlar ertelendi, bir bölümü de iptal edildi. Moskova'daki 3 havaalanından ikisi dün, sonuncusu da bugün duman. Rusya yanıyor, Avrupa ise sular altında. Alev ve duman bulutlarıyla mücadele edemeyen Ruslar yağmur yağması için dua ederken şiddetli yağışlar Doğu Avrupa'daki komşu ülkelerini sular altında bıraktı. Çek Cumhuriyeti'nde hızla başlayan ve 24 saattir süren yağmurlar nedeniyle acil durum ilan edildi. Nehirlerin 4 metreye kadar yükselmesi nedeniyle Minisek köyü sular altında kaldı. Ağır yağışlar Almanya'da da hayatı felce uğrattı. Bavyera Alplerindeki metrekare başına 100 litreye varan şiddetli yağışlar nedeniyle nehirler taştı, gemi seferleri sınırlandırıldı. Taşma ihtimali yüksek olan Tuna Nehri'nde geniş güvenlik önlemleri alındı. Sel nedeniyle Almanya'da da can kaybı olmadı ancak hayat tümüyle felce uğradı. Aynı sahne Polonya...